Hey, Crypt Keepers! We are going to do casual little chit chat. I mean, maybe we'll get something paranormal, but this isn't trying to capture anything, so we'll see how we go. Jared and I are checking in with you guys from the Skirrid Inn, which is in Wales. This is the second time we have visited here. We visited here towards the start of my channel.
2018.
And we wanted to do a check-in for you guys because I just had a little moment. Like I was just talking to Jared about, just reflecting on where we've come, how far we've come last time we were here. And it's sort of a special moment. So I thought, we'll whip the camera out. We'll just chat about this and how I'm feeling just for you guys. So yeah, we came here in 2018. We filmed a video. This was before I really knew what I was doing. I was trying really hard to make good quality videos, and I was trying really hard to be presentable on camera.
And at the time, I think we thought we were making really good videos.
Well, I thought that they were okay, but I've changed and developed so much. And I actually watched my Skirrid video, the whole thing, this morning. And I was like, wow, I feel like I've come a long way. And I feel like I'm looking at like a kid or like a little sister or almost like, I was almost proud of her or proud of myself back then to where I am now, if that's so weird to say, but it is a weird feeling. And I just remember how I was feeling and what I was trying to do back then, and now I'm like, because to be quite honest, I don't think that I'm an outgoing, extroverted, loud person, and I don't think that my personality is necessarily a good fit for being on camera or for YouTube. And I just watched myself. I was sitting in this exact chair when I did my intro in that video, and I was talking very slow, and I could tell I was really analysing, thinking every body movement, everything I was doing. Now I don't feel as though I have that problem on camera. I can just be a little bit more chill, be myself, and things will just flow. I can just talk naturally. Whereas back then it was very stiff.
Yeah.
So I actually feel like we got some cool things in the video as well.
We did get some cool stuff actually happened there last time though.
But now we've got more gadgets. We actually have GhostTube. We have 3 different apps of GhostTube. And this is kind of special, a place for Jared as well as it is for me as well, because this was sort of where GhostTube came to light.
Amy came up with the idea for GhostTube on the way to this hotel last time. And the very first lines of code for GhostTube 4 years ago were written, I think I was sitting on that windowsill over here. Can I just point the camera over? That little window ledge there. I was sitting.
That's crazy. And I feel like so much has changed since then. And so I was watching the video and I was like, what is missing? I'm like, oh, it's GhostTube. That did not even exist when we filmed here. But I mean,
it existed up here.
Well, yeah, it was an idea and you just started working on the idea. And yeah, I'm just watching the video back and I'm like, oh, we had a very primitive Jared again.
We did. And you know what else as well? We also, we only had a spirit box. That's the only tool we had. We didn't even have lighting. We only had a little keyring flashlight that your mum bought you from like Cheapest Chips or something.
Yeah, so if you go back and watch that video, don't judge us too harshly. We had no experience. We didn't really know what we were doing. We just had an idea and something we wanted to do. I feel like I've worked very hard to get. And my videos by no means, like I don't want to sound like I'm up my own ass or anything. They're not perfect and I'm still trying to learn and improve. But I just can see how far I've come since I was last year. And I'm like, oh, it feels so special to be back in this place. And the stories here, the history, the building, like I love it. It is such an incredible place. And I'm so lucky to be able to come back here and stay the night, not only, all those years ago, but again now.
I think also part of it that feels good is like you look at how inexperienced and even though we're still amateur, but how amateur we were back then. And I think it's sort of proud to think we've made it work so that we can still be doing it now 4 years later.
I know.
I'm so... Because we've been grinding a long time. We still grind now, but I think most people would have given up by now. You know what I mean? Like it's been a lot of work to get.
It's hard work.
Here.
I am very, very grateful though. I'm grateful to all you guys especially. Like you helped me so much more than you ever imagine. Like even just having a nice comment from you guys, like you leave me the loveliest comments, that is genuinely really motivating, because I know like sometimes I'll be like, oh, it's really hard work, it's really exhausting, and people are like, oh, what, traveling and like doing this fun stuff. I'm like, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, you see
behind the scenes.
You see the condensed 1 hour, but
film
don't see
that took all night to
but
film.
don't see the 40 plus hours that go into that one video.
Yeah, so I am very grateful and very thankful that I've been able to make it back here. This is a place that I have wanted to come back for a long time, and now, you know, we're actually out in the world, we can travel. I just feel like it's very special to come back and to be back here. And because I watched that old video, I was like, oh my God, it's so cringe.
Amy hates people watching old videos, but I think we are going to mention it in the video, right?
I'm going to tell people to watch this one.
Yeah, because we actually did get really good evidence, honestly.
I do think as well, back then, I felt like this place, the Skirrid Inn and the Ancient Ram Inn, when I edited those videos back then, I was like, I'm going to put lots of effort into trying to make this really good. And I actually think that was like a turning point for my channel, where my videos had started to evolve from what they were.
Yeah, I think pre this place and Ancient Ram Inn, your videos were more short 3-minute, 4-5 minute about videos, about the location, just talking about it, not investigating at all. I think that's where we started
this
actually
was
getting
like
out the
us
devices.
thinking, yeah, we can be the investigators. We can actually do this. We can go to these places and we can be the investigators and see what we pick up. And I think this was, one of the first places we really, really legitimately almost started to do that. I'm also going to note, if you hear voices, you hear bangs and stuff, they're in the middle of their lunch rush right now. So we just got here. So the pub downstairs is all lively, but once that closes tonight, we have the place ourselves.
This room is carpeted, but if you watch Amy's old video, there's a scene for some reason where I film the ground and you see my bare feet in the video. And you'll actually see the floorboards, like you can see the floor below, because this building's so old and the wood that they use to make the floorboards are so old, they're not straight or anything like that, so you can literally see below. Which is weird. There's a prison cell here. This room used to be a courtroom. There's a hanging beam with now a novelty hanging noose, but they used to hang people there.
They have the real hanging beam still as well, with all the wear and tear in the wood.
The door on this building's like, 1,000 plus years old or something?
Over 1,000 years old. The building itself is almost 1,000 years old.
And you can tell, right behind us, it doesn't look like it's 1,000 years old, but if you walk around this building, you could be
layout.
This place is 1,000 years old.
Yeah, the layout in the rooms and the floors, and it's an incredible piece of history. I absolutely love it here.
It's really cool.
I really like Wales, because a lot of my ancestry comes from this Wales and this area and that, so I think it's pretty cool. It's also very, very lovely. It's just, I'm looking out the window now like, oh, it's green.
We actually were lucky enough last time to have the whole place to ourselves, but only by luck. We only rented one room, and by luck, no one else had booked any other rooms. And
they were kind enough to say, just go in all the rooms.
Yeah, they let us go in all the rooms, and we literally had free run of this place.
This time around, we ensured we had the whole place, but we paid for all the rooms.
Yeah, we booked them all out. There's only 3 rooms, but still, back then, and even now, it's still, a fair bit to rent out all the rooms.
Yeah.
But we wanted to do that because we didn't want to obviously have to film around other people. And this is a popular spot for paranormal investigators.
Plus, if we're up late, we could be loud doing a spirit box or something, and they might be trying to sleep or whatever.
And this building is so old that you'd be able to hear it, because it's just, So we do have this place to ourselves tonight, which is really cool. I'm
excited. I just feel very strange being back. Almost the same as, when we went back to San Francisco, it was like I'm a ghost in my old life or something. And I know I only spent one night here, but I just remember it very vividly and just knew that it was a pivotal moment for me, and especially GhostTube as well.
Oh, yeah.
So this was the room, we actually stayed in this room last time. So I remember Jared laying on this bed here coding. Sorry, the window's a bit glary. On the bed coding over there. And that was, where...
First lines of code ever for GhostTube.
Now we have 3 apps that we'll be using tonight.
And we're working, you guys know about Community Tab, that's still on its way for Android, and I'll probably...
we have lots of other...
I don't know when this video is going to go up. It might be, the Android version might be ready. At the time of filming this, I expect Android's about 50% complete at the time of filming. So it might be ready when this video comes out, I don't know.
Anyway, I'm going to go now. I just wanted to check in and I don't know if this is the type of content you guys want.
Check out my hair in the video, the old video too. Yeah. It's so different now, it's long now. Back then it was a bob. And I was definitely shy as well.
Oh, you were, yeah.
I didn't say much. I think I said 3 words in the whole video.
True.
Anyway.
I think we both developed on camera then.
Yeah, I think we're a bit more comfortable.
I don't want to say ourselves, because that was us back then as well, and I always say this to people when I interview them, I'm like, we're trying to keep it casual. Like, don't freak out, because as soon as you point a camera at someone, they change. Like, it's just an unnatural, strange thing.
Right now, it seems to you like we're talking to you guys, which we are, but there's just a camera here.
Yeah, we're just talking to a phone.
It's weird sometimes.
But I feel comfortable doing this now. I'm used to this. I do it a lot. But
back then you didn't know.
Back then I was terrified. I was literally so scared to make a video.
It was awkward, wasn't it?
It was awkward talking to a camera.
I don't think you didn't like people watching you either, including me. Like when you're trying to talk to a camera and like someone's watching you.
Literally, we had times where someone was just standing there, whether it was a member of the public or someone we were on a tour with or something.
Or a security guard or something.
Yeah. And if I was standing there, I could not film a bit. I could not be like, "Hi, Crib Keepers, welcome to Amy's Crib. Tonight we are checking out blah, blah, blah." I couldn't do it. Now I can. Like, now, if there's somebody around, I'm like, I don't really care. This is just like, this is my job. I just do it, and I can like switch it on. I don't want to say it's like acting, because this is me. Like, this is...
Yeah. But
I just feel like we've changed a lot since back then.
You need to bring an energy to it. And also sometimes it's like we might have a venue. I think the venue we had the shortest amount of time in that I can think of was the what's that place in Adelaide?
Freemasons.
The Freemason Centre. We had 2 hours to film a whole episode of Amy's Crib. That is unheard of. We normally take about 5, 6, 7 hours. We had 2 hours and that was it. And this is during COVID. We're like, you know what?
We need it. We
need a film. And wait, where was I going with this? Where I was going with this is you had to do an interview in front of people, and I think it was just a matter of we've only got this 2 hours. I just need to do it, just brought that energy and boom, did the hey guys, welcome to Amy's Crib, yada yada yada.
Now I can do it. It was just weird. Yeah. I just think it's more confidence and getting used and comfortable to this type of interaction.
I like to think of on-camera presence sort of as like, you know, you have a phone voice. You know,
customer service.
Yeah, if you answer a phone at work, you're like, hey, how's it going? Like, how can I help you? Or something like that. You know, you might be nervous about answering phones. I get nervous answering phones, so do you. Or have a headache that day or whatever, but you still gotta be like, hey, how's it going? You know what I mean? And it's the same when we do our interviews. We're like, hey, Crib Keepers, like, you know, we've done that when we felt like when we had headaches before and all that sort of stuff, but we can't be like, hey everyone, I've got a major headache. Like you've still got to bring that energy, you know.
But I guess point is, if you look back at that video, I think you'll be able to tell just my speech, my demeanor. I was just scared. Yeah. I think that and I didn't have the confidence, and I had to work very hard to get confident. So I think it's like, you can watch YouTubers and people can criticize and all that so much, but it's not. For some people, it doesn't come naturally. It is work to be able to just go on camera and just say your stuff.
To the nature-nurture sort of thing that we talk about, right? Like, you know how...
Some people probably just have it.
You know how some people say, some people have got it, some people don't. I think it's more of you can develop and grow those skills, like the on-camera skills and that. Because you're proof of that. Because if you watch the old video, you'll see guys like, we were shit on camera. You know what I mean? And we were shy.
Video could have been way more engaging.
We were shy. We were awkward. And I think at the time we probably thought maybe we just don't.
I think as well. I remember stuff. I do remember stuff happening, and now I can react very naturally. If I hear a noise, I'm like, oh my god, what was that?
I heard that. What was that?
But even back then, I was like, oh, should I? Like, I was scared. Not necessarily just that things were happening around me that potentially could be paranormal, but I was like, people are going to judge me if I say this or I do this. Like, I was very, very scared. I'm just scared and low confidence. And I'm an introvert.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, we're going to go. This time I'm actually going to visit the graveyard. That is my goal. Because last time I didn't get to.
We forgot, didn't we?
I don't think we forgot. I think that you got so excited about Ghost too, but he didn't want to come to the cemetery with me. And I was too scared to go alone. Like, I was scared of people.
Yeah.
Because you were like, just go by yourself. I'm like, I'm not freaking walking down the road by myself.
I'll come with you.
Anyway, we'll go today. We don't even need to go at night. But anyway, we're going to go. Hope you enjoyed this chit chat. It's just us reminiscing and
Go watch the old video and then watch the new video and see for yourselves. It's very clear that we've come a long way.
Yeah. Feels good. All right. We'll catch you.
Thanks for the support, guys. Bye.
Bye.